Welcome to Have a Listen, the podcast.
Canadian select from the U.S. National Development Program, Cole Caulfield.
Welcome to the show. It's your boy Lewis.
It's your boy Gibby.
And it's your boy Vinny. What the fuck was that?
Vinny or Timmy?
Yeah, what is it? It's
Hey.
Timmy. There's Timmy.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, living the dream.
You guys feeling good today?
Feeling great.
Sure. Why not?
So it's terrible times right now in our province. Terrible. The weather sucks and the Habs suck. So that's like a triple threat. So I'm surprised you guys are feeling good because things suck right now.
Well, the reason why I'm feeling good is because I figured out a way around the stream, I think.
Yes.
So-
We just did sound check and we did sound check for like fucking 2 hours and
An hour. Like, I'm already tired.
I don't even want a podcast.
All right, you guys, we're good. Like, we'll call it a day. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
See ya later.
But listen, there is a positive thing, and I really, did you guys see the verdict of the Chauvin trial, George Floyd?
Yes.
Yes.
He is
Yes.
guilty. Finally, justice is served. And
Good riddance.
yeah, and it's just so many times more than not you see these people get off. Like, I follow the
Yeah.
Trayvon Martin case very I watched it like every day. I followed it very closely, and that verdict just was a crusher, you know what I mean? And I mean, there's been so many after that, so to finally get a guilty verdict, I think it's a start. Obviously, I mean, it's not everything, but it's one small step for man.
Yeah.
0 leaps for mankind, but it's a small step for man. So that is good. So even though things suck here, at least we had some good news this week.
I saw a mugshot of him with really red eyes. So either he was smoking a lot of weed or he was crying. I'd like to think he was crying.
I hope so.
I hope
him.
he was fucking crying.
For real. All right, boys. Since Gibby fucking wore us out there and sound check, let's get into our news. A pair of Idaho men reclaimed a Guinness World Record when one of them caught 107 tennis balls in an oversized bucket placed on his head in 1 minute.
Interesting.
What do you think?
How many?
107 tennis balls in an oversized bucket placed on his head. So 1 minute, 107 tennis balls. What do you think?
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Round one. Come on. Oversized. Like, come on. What is this?
I like it. I thought it was okay.
Come on. What is he like? Guys,
Yeah.
Finny, you're supposed to be the guy here.
What am I supposed to do?
This is your segment. This is Vinny's Guinness World Records of the week.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You haven't really been bringing it the last couple of weeks.
But
Yeah.
listen, it's not me. It's not me. You have to understand. I'm not the one who's competing here, guys. I'm just giving you what I can find. And believe me, if I could find anything better, I'd bring it to the table. But, and I know you would think in times like this, a pandemic around the world, people would, find a way to tackle the hard records. But it just feels like people are making up their own easy records. So
I think the hardest one you talked about, I think, in the last year was the one where the guy stayed in a barrel for like, I don't know, 3 months. Remember that one?
I can't even remember. There's so many. I can't remember.
Like, I had so many questions after that one. How did he wash? How did it smell? How the fuck did he walk when you got out of there?
I'm over here just struggling, and freaking, I didn't eat for like 14 hours or whatever, and I'm struggling. Imagine staying in a bucket for that long. Let's move on. Jake Paul, he stopped former UFC fighter Ben Askren with a TKO at the 2-minute mark of the first round.
Joke. It's a
What do you guys
joke.
think?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
You guys think it was staged?
I seen Ben Askren get absolutely demolished ground and pound and not get knocked out. So I don't know. I'll leave it at that.
Bro, and he
also
did not,
didn't
okay,
train.
listen, he
He
didn't
was
train.
so out of shape.
He was so out of shape. He didn't even look like he was trying. Like, I'm sorry. If you're gonna come out with more of an effort. And to me, he just looked so like a guy who was ready to take the dive. That's
Yeah.
my opinion too. The whole Triller event. So I did watch the whole thing. It was a weird fucking event, man. It was a weird fucking event. There was way more performances than there was fights. The fights were a joke. There are certain things I liked about it. That there was an entertainment aspect that I liked about it, but it was a complete joke. Like they had one reggaeton fighter fight like an actual fucking billionaire boxer.
Yeah.
You mean a reggaeton fighter?
It was a reggaeton artist.
Artist, okay.
A
I don't know if it
reggaeton
was a
fighter.
He came out there, dude. I
It was a
saw
new
him
genre.
once. Listen, I saw him one time do a bunny hop slap. He did a bunny hop slap with his two fists like this, and he hit the guy like that. I swear to God. Like, and the whole time he was just like this. Like, why sign up for the fight if you're just gonna be protecting your head the whole time? Like,
Hey,
fine.
man, you won't get
They
knocked
have
out
to.
that way.
They have to find some more even fights. The most even fight on the whole card was Frank Mir, who was a UFC fighter fighting an ex-boxer. The ex-boxer schooled him. Like, you could just tell the difference of a UFC stand-up fighter compared to a boxer. Like the way he just danced around, his movement, his footwork, his head work, like his head movement, like just everything was insane. Like Frank Mir could not hit him. Obviously Frank Mir is a heavyweight. He's slow as molasses now, but yeah, it was a weird event.
He's always been
It was a
slow,
weird event.
though, so whatever.
I'm your MMA insider, guys, and your fighting insider, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you, I don't know how I feel about it. I think it was not worth the money for pay-per-view. I see potential in what they're trying to do with the entertainment and the performances and the fights, but the quality of the fighting needs to go up. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah. I agree.
Moving on to some football news. So ahead of the NFL draft here, the Philadelphia Eagles have declined to hand Jalen Hurts the starting quarterback job ahead of next week's draft. How do you feel about that, Gibby?
I'm fine with it. We'll see who they draft, and we'll go from there. Make it a competition. I'm fine with it, man.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much standard stuff, right? Like they never
Yeah.
give like a young rookie quarterback the starting job. You know what I mean? Like they always make them work for it, right?
Yeah, someone just drop a coin. Is this 50 cents?
That was me. Sorry, I
One
dropped
of 50 cents songs.
Drop a quarter.
Your buddy, they signed Mike Tomlin, the Steelers.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Didn't you shit on Mike Tomlin last year? Was that you who did that, or?
Yeah, you have to remind me of that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
good
what?
chance.
You know what? I'm happy for him. Look, in contrast to the Habs, right? Like how many coaches we've been through in 7. How many years has he been coaching like the Steelers? I don't even remember, but I think
don't know.
during that time, there's been like 7 or 8 Habs coaches that have been coming in and out, being recycled. and
No,
stuff.
Vinny. There hasn't been 7 or 8. There's been like 3 or 4. Just long
recycled
tenures.
it.
Just recycled.
Just recycled. But I don't know, man. It's like they're loyal to him, which is great. And at the end of the day, that might pay off, right? I didn't like some of the decisions that he made last year, but someone's gonna come and tell me who really got Antonio Brown moving. It was him. Like he got the most out of him until obviously Antonio won it all. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So you're okay with it for now.
I mean, it's 3 years.
You're as okay as you were when the Habs decided to keep Julian around for another season.
No, I'm better with this than
Better? Okay, okay. Okay, let's do our Michael Phelps deep dive topic of the day.
Splash.
So I wanted to touch on this, the European Super League, guys. So I don't know if you heard the news about this, the attempted European Super League.
Yeah.
So European Super League, that what they're trying to do is they were trying to get all the top richest teams pretty much from England, Spain, Italy, everywhere, and form their own type of champions type league. And it really didn't mean, it had nothing to do with seeding, had nothing to do with anything, just the teams who could afford to buy into this league would play in the league. Obviously, there was pushback from soccer fans and people all around the world up until today, where the European Super League founder and Juventus president Andrea Agnelli says the competition's future is unattainable after its 6 English clubs withdrew on Tuesday. So pretty much people speaking up, coaches speaking up, players speaking up, even UEFA came in and said that if they come through, if they decide to do this European Super League, that the athletes and the people who participate in the league will not be able to participate in the Euro Cup or any type of UEFA tournaments.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was going to go to shit. It would have been really cool. Not really cool. It would have been really interesting to see where that goes, because you have guys like, if this all went through and people got banned and like all the teams that were supposed to participating, guys like Ronaldo, guys like Messi aren't going to be able to participate in all the French, like a lot of the French players as well. They wouldn't be able to participate in the World Cup and stuff, and that's a big moneymaker right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a game of chicken with UEFA. There you go. I think it was a big
buffet.
red. I think it was just a big chicken fight, and they didn't end up getting through. Beth says hi. Hello, Beth. Bethany.
Hey, Beth.
Bethany.
Yeah, it's interesting. I see what they're trying to do. I get it. Like from an entertainment aspect, I do think it's a great idea. Right?
Yeah.
Because you got all the top teams, you got all the top players coming in and playing in this one league. You know, maybe instead of doing a league, maybe they just do like a tournament or something. You know what I mean? With all the top teams, something like that.
They
So it's
have
not
that. It's
so-
called Champions League.
I know, but I'm saying like if they want to do their own thing, like maybe they'll do like a separate one, right? So it's not so intrusive
I don't
on
think-
the rest of the teams in the leagues, right?
I don't think they'll do that simply because it takes away from UEFA's money, right?
Yeah, no, I get it, and yeah, it fell apart. It fell apart big time. I see, like I do think like that teams should deserve the chance to compete for their spots.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with that. Like it shouldn't just be the richest teams that get to participate in these top tournaments. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? You're supposed to earn it. And the funny thing is that half the teams, the English teams that were going to be in this league are not even like top of the standings right now in England. So just because they got a lot of money, they'll be in the league. That I didn't like about it. So yeah,
Agreed.
it got kiboshed. So that was our Michael Phelps deep dive topic of the day. That was not a deep dive again. That was like a mid dive. That's like a 6-foot pool. You know,
Okay.
the depth of that pool was 6 feet. You could dive in a 6-foot pool, so it's okay.
Yeah, shallow.
Let's get into just we'll run off a couple. There's not much. The news was pretty light, but Robin Lehner has spoken out, says the NHL isn't fulfilling promises made to the players about loosening restrictions once they vaccinated against COVID-19.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
So they promised Robin Lehner all kinds of stuff. Now he's freaking microchipped.
Got the
Okay?
5G.
He's a walking antenna, and they pretty much flaked on all the promises.
Yeah,
He sold his soul for nothing.
to the
He
devil.
sold his soul. No, what are you talking? What are you guys
He
talking
got the
about?
vaccine. He
So
sold
what?
his soul, and he got zero incentives, which the NHL promised, which was
What incentives were there?
well, they're saying like there was loosening restrictions. So I guess travel restrictions and certain things, maybe seeing your family, blah blah blah, like certain stuff like that. I'm sure they didn't get into specifics here, but they said that there are some restrictions that they promised that would get loosened, and they haven't lived up to their promises.
I mean,
Just a
if you
bunch
get
of broken
vaccinated-
promises.
Yeah, but exactly. But if you get vaccinated, you could still carry it with you, right? You could still infect somebody else, right? Right?
I
Yeah.
don't
So, I
think
mean-
you can. I think if you're vaccinated, I don't think you can. Can
No, you can't.
It protects it protects you,
but doesn't protect anybody else.
Anybody
Yeah,
else.
and also
That's
like,
why I
it
think
won't be
it's kind of weird.
So like for him to complain about it, let me go see my grandmother, right? See how she's
But
doing.
but to his defense, if they're making promises, and they say, listen, if you get the vaccine, we'll allow you to do this, allow you to do, then I get where he's coming from.
You're basically forcing.
Because
his
now you have to
hand.
understand, he can never walk through a metal detector without it going off now.
Yeah, and you know what?
'Cause he's vaccinated.
I blame the NHL because of all the players they vaccinated. Rogers went down this year.
He's
fucked up, boys. Doug Ford takes away all our freedom. Roger Lewis hit him with it. Hit him with it. What happened? It was your joke. I loved it.
What was it again? I forget. Let's say the joke.
The vaccine. So Lewis hit us with the boys. What the fuck is this? Ford took away everything. Rogers went down, and now we got snow.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
weather,
What-
the weather machines.
What
The
could
weather
go worse?
machine-
What could go worse?
He's doing everything, man. Fucking guy.
He's in control of everything.
This is a good story, guys. Staying on hockey here. San Jose Sharks winger Patrick Marleau eclipsed Gordie Howe's all-time record. Yeah, that's great news. So, all-time record for most NHL games played, 1,768. Whoa.
Good for him. Still
No
cup.
one's ever going to beat this. Nobody.
Nobody ever is ever going to beat the fact that he has no cup either. That many games played, no cup, bud.
That's salt in the wound, man. That's
Why? Like, it's supposed to be a good story, Gibby.
you know,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
kicking the
giddy.
guy.
I'm
Crapping
giddy.
all over the story.
I got to
man.
do it, man. I got to do it.
Oh my God, that poor guy. Give him his flowers.
Hey, man, the guy stayed in the league a long freaking time. That is ridiculous.
And you know what? I'll
Good
give
for
him.
him.
I'll give him some props.
No, it's
He's
a big
still
feat.
not a bad player. He's not a bad player,
It's not a good one.
but he's not a bad one.
He's
That's what counts.
he's definitely only there so that he can beat his record.
You think that's what it was? That's why he came
for
back.
sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
At least,
possible.
He'll
well,
fi-
fuck,
yeah,
the guy's got no championships. He's got to have something.
This is his last season.
That's the only way he's going to make the Hall of Fame now is because
This is
of
his
that.
last season. His
Yeah.
last season. Poor guy.
That's my opinion, but whatever.
You could be right.
I mean,
It's still a pretty-
realistically, what else can he really say? Like, what have I done? I've won gold medals, yes, but like, no cups, no nothing. So at least you have this feat of having the most games played, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Today's
pretty-
song of the
pretty-
day. Oh, sorry.
No, he had a pretty
Yeah,
decent
you
career
guys
too.
on?
He
You guys
never
have
won-
Huh?
Est-ce que vous m'entendez là? He had a pretty.
What did you
decent
call
career.
me?
You know what I said. I said, did you hear me in French?
Oh.
Yeah. No, he just had a pretty solid career. I mean, you gotta give him that. He wasn't a bad hockey player. Freak, he even played well for the Leafs.
That's what I was saying. So I said he's still not a bad player. I haven't seen him this year, but from what I saw from the Leafs when he played for the Leafs, he wasn't too bad. He still had a little bit of speed. You know, he wasn't skating with cement blocks on his feet. So that's why I'm saying for a guy who's played that many games, he's a fairly healthy guy too. Like he never really had too many major injuries. So good for him.
I take him over Drouin.
Oh, take anybody over Drew, man. Okay, today's song of the day, Gibby, you'll plug this in later, but I'm gonna play it through my phone. Is by Leonard Skinner. I got the same old blues, and it's because
No,
It's
hold on.
tough times.
Time the fuck
tough
out.
times. It's
Time the
tough
fuck
times.
out. We went through hell so that you can play
I
your
know, but
sounds,
you
and
distracted
you didn't
me.
even fucking play the song
You
of the
distracted
day.
me. There's one thing I forgot, and that's
You son of a bitch.
here's the song of the day, guys. Enjoy.
Have you heard that rumor? School wrote you a letter, must have read it wrong. Stood in the doorway, baby, you was gone. It took a lot of courage, you let the telephone ring. I got the same old blues again.
I don't know about you, but I got the same old blues again.
Why is that? Because of the Leafs or the Habs, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, no, the Leafs. Yeah, it's
It's the Leafs, yes.
Definitely the Leafs.
They're the
And I
only
give
ones
two
that are
shits about the Leafs.
They've been giving me joy, actually.
Why
If
is
I
that?
have a
Alright,
smile
They've
on my
won
face,
five
it's
str- they've lost 5 straight.
I don't know if this is gonna make you guys feel better, but let's get into today's topics.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Okay, boys. So Shea Weber made some comments to the media. Let me play the clip for you guys.
Well, before I'll rephrase it, but how would you assess your own play these days?
I don't think there's any need to be honest. It's a team game, is it not?
So that was a question from Marc-Antoine Gaudin from The Athletic. And yeah, you heard what he said. He asked, how would you assess your own play? Weber pretty much says, you don't think I need to assess my own play. It's a team game, is it not? How do you guys feel about those comments from our captain, the captain of the Montreal Canadiens?
Vinny.
So leadership for me is when you're able to stand up and say, look, I fucked up, right? I understand that he's not the type of guy who's going to go around and say, you fucked up, you fucked up, you fucked up, or point fingers.
A good leader never does, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Because Chantal Machabée said something similar to that, right? He never really talks about on ice performance. But you know, he has been struggling, and I was a little bit disappointed. I would have liked to hear him say, you know what, guys, I'm struggling out there. I should be better. You know, I'm gonna try to do better as time goes on, and blah blah blah. The whole thing, like stand up and be honest about it. And I think leadership, good leaders do that. And I'm not saying he's not a good leader. He hasn't been a good leader all these years. I'm just saying that sound clip worried me a little bit. Right.
Gibby, as you sip your Starbucks coffee that was delivered right to you.
Yeah. My fiance's the GOAT. She actually wanted to say hi, but I was like, Vinny's fucking chatting it up. I don't want a third person to interrupt Vinny on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, it's enough.
He gets interrupted enough.
So for me,
Come on, man.
So for me, I'm kind of like, I'm indifferent about it. I'm not really, because like Chantal Machabée says, he never really usually, like even when things are going right, he never usually talks about his own play personally. So that's where I'll kind of say, okay, he's kind of just like staying like neutral about it like he usually does. But from my personal standpoint, if I was in his shoes, 100% I'm owning up to my shit. I'm saying, listen, I haven't played well. Some of the struggles are on me. I got to be better. I got to do some things. I got to work on some things. And that's that. Like, I honestly, I have a bigger kind of like a thought that I'm not sure if you guys want to touch on it now or not. Like my little theory about, I don't know if there's a locker room issue right now, but I do really think that the issue is possibly Bergevin feeling the heat and trying to micromanage everybody, possibly. Micromanage Weber, micromanage Ducharme. And it's starting to kind of show. I feel like he still wants people to play this way. And I honestly feel like Ducharme isn't even allowed to fully coach. I feel like there's things that are being implemented that are Julien-esque right now that that Ducharme really, even like when Ducharme first got hired, he said, like, I want to try, there's some new things I want to try. There's some things that I really wanted to try with Julien, but Julien is his own coach and he does his own thing. So I'm kind of curious if Bergevin is kind of sticking to that and and the team's aware of it and kind of Weber's getting rubbed the wrong way because now he's kind of feeling like he's losing his leadership role in the locker room as well. That's what I'm kind of thinking is going on right now.
That's a heavy theory.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a stretch, but heavy theory is
Pretty
better.
heavy theory.
Yeah.
It's a heavy theory.
That's borderline conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Should I get the tinfoil hat out?
Yeah, but listen, I totally understand where people are coming from, saying like Weber. It's like Carey Price too. We hear this stuff all the time. They don't really touch on these things, and they're always like this. These are always how their answers are. But this specifically bothers me because it shows me that Weber, does Weber not acknowledge that he's been struggling? Like, does he think that his play is a direct, direct product of the team play? Like, that's why he's struggling? Because no, that's not the case. Like, his game is struggling. So I would have liked him to take accountability for his own game here. He doesn't have to throw nobody under the bus. He could have just been like, you know what? Listen, it's been a little bit tough. A couple injuries. Sherratt went down. It's been tough. I got new partners all the time. Like, something like that. But for him to just say, well, it's a team game, right? Why are you looking at me? It's a team game. To me, that, I don't know. I'm not feeling that response. I'm not. And I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that he's totally deflecting or whatever, but it shows me that he probably doesn't think in his own head that he's not playing well.
No, I don't.
He's playing fine.
I don't think it's that. I think it's it's just being tone deaf too. Like, the media in Montreal is going to freaking murder you if you do something like that. Like, if you go on and you tell people, it's a team game, I'm okay. Like, basically just wiping it off. People jumped on it right away, right?
Yeah. People
attacked the guy right away. It was a stupid thing. Just on that alone, I thought it was stupid. Like, never do that in Montreal. Don't set yourself up for failure in the media because you're gonna lose, right? Maybe he doesn't give a shit about that, but I mean, these guys take it and they run home with it.
So now, obviously, of course, and I'm not blaming media or anybody, but now people are questioning his leadership. What do you guys think? Where does he stand as a leader? What do you see? Because now even people, I remember Pacioretty on his way out. People were talking about, oh man, he's not captain material, this and that. But then now people are making the comparisons that, Pacioretty always was straight up, always took accountability, always admitted when he was struggling.
You know what?
So how do you guys feel about this?
I'm not a big fan of assuming that he's not a good leader. From the media standpoint and what I see raw in right now, he's not a good leader, but I don't know what he does in the locker room. I don't know what he does for mentorship. I don't know what he does outside of what is being shown to us. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's a good leader. I don't know if maybe he's just fed up with the team. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really don't. I have no idea. I'm not going to assume. I'm going to just honestly, I'm very it's very tough to stay positive right now in Habs land. Honestly, just the way that everything's going, and it's a little bit of a shitstorm.
Yeah, I find look, he made a mistake. Definitely made a mistake. I'm sure if you asked him again that question, he'd take a mulligan. Okay. I personally would. But the question is leadership? Not really. I mean, look at look at some CEOs in corporate America. If you look at Steve Jobs at his pinnacle, right? You can't tell me he's not a leader. He's one of the greatest leaders of our time. Yeah. But sometimes he said stupid shit, right? Elon Musk, same thing, right? These guys they're not infallible. He made a mistake. I think he misspoke. I think he was frustrated. You think you're on the cusp of winning a game. You shit the bed against Ottawa. I mean, that game frustrated the fuck out of me, and I wasn't even playing in it. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it impacts or destroys his legacy at all.
And I'll be honest. I don't like the answer. I don't. I really don't. I would have liked him to speak about his game. Speak about what he could do better to help the team. I do. But I don't think that this warrants us questioning his leadership, man.
No.
You hear stories, locker room stories of how much this guy does. Yeah, he's not the most vocal guy, I'm sure, But that guy is a leader. He's a beast. You know what I mean? He does everything that he needs to do. I don't think we should question that. I don't. Shea Weber. It's so crazy, but this is that type. Montreal is that kind of fan base. It's that city. It's that hockey town. It's that one that it's very easy, man. You see how quick that you can fall out of favor. When Shea Weber was here performing, how much did people love him? Oh,
Yeah,
Man Mountain. He's the best. You know what I mean?
I've seen some individuals, man, like that are typical Weber, like real Weber fans, attacking him like night and day, right? It's like there's never any stability within this fan base. It's always one extremity to the other, right? He's struggling. That's it. He's struggling. You know, I didn't like what he said either, Louis. I'm being honest with you. I would have personally, I would have done something different. But you know, the guy's gonna, if he's got any fight in him, which I know he does, he's gonna turn it around. We shouldn't be questioning his leadership. Now we're gonna start questioning that type of person or individual he is. No, come on. He's done it all his career. Let's give him a break. That's my opinion.
I agree. I can agree with that. Now this guy, I want to hear this. Now Jonathan Drouin, he made some comments as well. So let me play this clip and we'll discuss it. We'll dissect it like science class.
Jonathan, yeah, other than trying to get to the net, getting your nose dirty, obviously it's 25 games or so without a goal. I mean, what's the problem? What else can you do?
Yeah, there's another column on the right too, if you want to look at it.
So obviously, that column on the right is not a news column, ladies and gentlemen. It is the assist column, I think. If I was a reporter, I'd be like, but there's also another column to the right of that, plus minus. But so yeah, he's like, okay, it's not goals. It's not all about goals, pretty much. It's about assists. What do you guys think about these comments? How do you feel about this response?
So I know you guys are fed up with Drouin, which is fine. He deserves some flack. I think Drouin's one of those guys that are just a whipping boy, which I don't understand why. He's having, despite no goals, he's having a decent season. He seems much more engaged than he used to be. My only thing is I feel like he's getting ripped on when the entire team is struggling to score. Yeah, he hasn't scored so many goals, but if a guy finishes the season with 85 fucking assists, okay, that's 85 goals that he accounted for, that he was a part of, okay? So I think if Jonathan Drouin had like 60 assists at this point.
I'm sorry, Gibby, to interrupt you, but if we wanted assists, we would have kept Victor Mete. We need goals, okay?
Victor Mete doesn't even get that many assists. But no, it's like, honestly, I get it. Like, I get you guys. He's making $5.5 million a year, so
that's the key right there.
But at the end of the day, you look at it. There's many guys that were above his pay grade, above his pay, that made a career out of just apples. Look at Joe Thornton. Well, Joe Thornton in his prime as well. I'm pretty sure he was more a assist guy.
Come on, Daniel, you're comparing Drouin to Joe Thornton, man. No, Joe Thornton is a center, and he did a lot.
I'm comparing points wise, just points. Looking at points only, and they're a more assist heavy player. Henrik Sedin as well, or one of the fucking Sedins, one of those fucking Swedish man. There's just so many guys that have assists. Like I said, if the team was in success, this would not be a bigger issue. Everybody is dissecting every little fucking thing about the Habs right now. Drouin is struggling. Weber is struggling. Price fucking sucks.
Suzuki, yeah, everyone's
struggling. Everybody's struggling. It's a team thing right now. And at the end of the day, like Drouin,
well, no. What? Anderson's not struggling. Foley's not struggling. Gallagher, before he went down, wasn't struggling. Deneau has been playing some of his better hockey. Tatar has been better. Romanov, I think his development is coming along great. I think he's been solid. So not everybody's struggling.
Yeah.
No.
Corey Perry's not struggling.
I mean it in a sense of like they're nitpicking everything. Like they're nitpicking at everybody and everything right now.
Because we need these guys. Like, this is the same thing that happened, I think, last year. He started out good. Okay, fine, he got injured. But you start off the season so good, and then you just fall off a cliff. And then the effort is not there. The compete, the forechecking, the whatever, just everything. There's nothing.
Amanda.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. Like, I don't care about his assists. Like, if he came to me and said, listen, I don't got goals, but I got assists, I'll say, listen, buddy, I'm going to freaking assist you to the press box and you can sit and watch us how to freaking score goals, because I'm telling you, like, I'm fed up with this guy. And listen, that tweet that I made with Max, saying Max Domi, listen, that was a metaphor. Okay, I wasn't actually saying, I'm not actually saying, okay, call Columbus, let's trade them. I just, it did stir up some conversation, which I like. But like, if I did have if we just said, hey, listen, I'll lend you Domi and you lend me Drouin, I'd do that right now.
You're on meth.
I would.
Dude, right now,
Domi, but listen, don't compare, don't compare Domi,
right
don't compare Domi and Columbus to what he can do here. And one guy even said, he's like,
that's why we got rid of him.
The one guy said on Twitter, he's like, oh, Domi played center here and pretty much did nothing. Like, dude, he had a 70-point season.
One season, dude.
But still, that's better than freaking Drouin has ever had.
So if a guy has a 70-point season, one fucking season, and Drouin has a consistent 50-point season over that one season, it trumps everything.
But the thing is, too, is
answer the question.
But listen, no. But the thing is, Max Domi hasn't really had the opportunity, and I don't even want to make this a discussion about Max Domi, because I don't give a shit about Max Domi. I just made that comparison because right now, I take Max Domi back over freaking Drouin. Just because of the heart and the compete level of Domi, I know we're gonna get a lot more.
He's gonna fucking sucker somebody and get in a
That's
fucking
cool.
fight again.
I'd rather have, if Drouin did that, I'd give him some respect. I'd take that.
Coward.
Right now, he's a fucking skating.
What
He's
he
a
did was-
skating
what he did
scarecrow.
was-
He's just checking out there.
No. What he did was coward as fuck. Okay, the guy did not want to fight, and he was just.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that though.
So he basically suckered the guy.
But you could tell he's frustrated right now.
Yeah, he's frustrated because he knows he's fucking struggling.
He's not having a good time, and I knew that was just a situation that was never going to turn out. And Patrick Laine too, it's not going to turn out good for them. And like I said, that was just a metaphor. I'm not saying I want Domi, but I would take him over Drouin right now.
Okay, I want to go back to something you said. You said that I'm frustrated with him, right? Is that what you said?
Drouin is a skating decoy. He's just out there to fill the lineup. He's a decoy right now. He's not doing shit.
Gibby, ask your question. Did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't, because Lewis is fucking interrupting everybody.
Yeah, of course. Okay. You said that I was frustrated with Drouin?
Yes, from what I remembered on Twitter and through discussion, you were frustrated with him, yes.
Dude, yeah, I'm frustrated with him, but who's the fucking idiot that went live on this show many times, doubled down, and said this was going to be his career year? I believed it.
I thought you were about to call me an idiot. I was like, Jesus, fuck. When did I say that?
Me.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling Gibby that too. I'm like, yeah, Gibby did say that.
Gibby's a fucking idiot.
Fucking guy. I'm like, yes, bring out the heat.
No, I'm freaking embarrassed. Honestly, I'd never call you an idiot. You know I love you.
Off air, you can, no problem.
Never call you an idiot.
Okay, yeah, what you were saying.
I call you a sexy bastard. Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Point.
The point is that I believed in this guy. Like at the beginning of the year, I really did. I like the fact that he was able to pass the biscuit around. It's not a big deal for me. Like people complain, the guy should be scoring goals. Like who says that? Who cares? If you're contributing, you're passing the puck, the other person scores, you're still getting a point, right?
Yeah, but how many secondary assists does he have? I
Okay.
need to check. We need to check this.
Okay.
We must make sure.
Who cares about secondary assists?
Oh, I
though?
get it, I get it.
You're still making the play. Like you're part of the
It's
goal.
the
scoring
effort,
play.
though. It's the effort, and listen. He's what, the second highest paid forward on this team? Come on.
That's the problem. Again, you're going back to that. But I think it's unjust that people point fingers at the guy the way they're doing. I think it's a little bit overboard. I mean, at one point he was getting a point a game. Just like a
But then he
what?
fell off. But this is a constant thing. I'm saying we can't have this. We can't have a guy who's gonna just disappear when we need him.
Guys, I will
Like,
tell
that's
you
not
the
the way
problem.
it could be. Like, I'm sorry.
The problem is Drouin is not a superstar. We have no superstar. Everybody thinks that once Drouin came in, we
He's
were
not
going to
even
get
a supporting cast, though.
How can you say that when you don't have a superstar on the team right now?
Well, we have guys who are like star players, not superstars.
Who's a
but
star
stars.
player right now on our
Anderson and Toffoli. Anderson and Toffoli.
team?
are
I wouldn't.
stars.
I wouldn't consider
Yeah.
Anderson a star player right now. Right now, I'm talking about right now. Does he have the?
I see that guy creating every game. He's got nobody to help him.
He's a great player. I wouldn't say he is a star player. I think
Corey Perry!
This is the same issue, guys.
Corey
is the
Perry's
same.
been great.
This is the same issue that our team runs into every fucking year. We have one or two guys that start shining, and we think that they are our superstar. We do not have a bona fide superstar. There is a bona fide superstar sitting on the taxi squad doing fucking nothing right now, and that's on fucking management. That's
Okay,
a
I get what you're
management
saying.
issue.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, just because we don't have a superstar doesn't mean that Drouin should not be held accountable.
No. I'm not saying that at all.
Or
I'm
his
not saying
lack
that at all.
of-
I'm saying the guys that are looked at as superstars. There's certain people and fans that look at Drouin.
But you think if we had a superstar that Drouin would all of a sudden, freaking produce more?
I think, and if guess what? If the superstar's struggling, guess who's going to get the flack? The superstar. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is there's
feel like
nobody
we've
that
given him so many chances.
Yo,
man.
I saw a tweet today that I thought was really interesting. Is one guy said, "You think Steve Yzerman is stupid enough to trade if Jonathan Drouin was who people thought he was? Would Steve Yzerman be stupid enough to trade him for Sergachev? He knew exactly what he was doing. Very bright guy.
Yeah.
he knew what he was getting. He knew
And
what he
that's
was
another
getting
thing
back.
too. I don't like that answer from Drouin either, because you could easily just be like, you know what? Yeah, I'd like to score more goals. Right now I'm not. I don't have my scoring touch, but I'm trying to set up my teammates. I'm trying to give it, something like that. But he's kind of just like almost like, listen, boys, I'm freaking getting assists. So that shows me again that he doesn't realize, he doesn't see the struggles in his game.
Yeah, but I'm sure. But the thing is, we don't know that. We got to look at it like this. Like, these guys are frustrated. I'm sure they're frustrated with how they're playing. And Drouin has shown lots of emotion, and he's also shown a good amount of leadership. And that could be another issue that we don't see. Drouin is starting to take that leadership role, it seemed, this year, and maybe that's rubbing Weber the wrong way as well. You know what I mean?
He's leading us right out of the playoffs. That's where he's
Oh,
leading us.
Yeah, no, I don't. You think that's? You think Weber cares about stuff like that? No.
Bro,
No,
leadership,
I'm
he's
just
leading us
talking
right
about-
out of the playoffs, buddy.
Yeah.
Calgary's catching us. Vancouver's catching us.
So look at the stats. If
We'll be
the Habs-
golfing with Ottawa.
If the Habs play 500 hockey,
Get
Calgary
beaten.
Calgary has to go like 9-1-1. Like, it's something stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that.
We're going to be able to attend fucking Chris Neal's annual golf tournament in Ottawa. So going from there, and Gibby, you make great points. I get it. I know that other people aren't performing. It's not just him not performing. I'll say that. So it's not always fair to just look at one guy, because there's like Suzuki, but Suzuki, sophomore guy, he's going through a sophomore slump.
Mm-hmm.
He is. This is not this player. This is not who he is. He's going to find his game. I promise you he will. And like Vinny, like you came on here and praised Drouin. I came on here and says, many times I said, Suzuki's a number one center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anyone says. He's a number one center. I've said that. I said that after, the COVID Cup last year and the start of his season this year. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I'm eating crow for that too. But this is not that player. Now, Drouin right now, I mean, it's a long time now. He's had a
Yeah.
lot of chances, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
No.
like,
You bring
We've
up
seen
good
the
points.
same things over and over and over again.
Yeah,
So
good points.
at some point, I mean, you got to get fed up, and that's where I've reached. I've reached that point where it's too many chances now. So that's how I feel. Now let's get into what do you think is his future here, or should we find a new home for him? Like if this continues for the rest of the season and in the playoffs, should we find a new home for him? Or Gibby, I don't know. You seem to have faith that he can find his game or that he's serviceable.
So first of all, I want to give a shout out to DeMarco because DeMarco just said, "What's up, guys?
What's up?
Neighbor?
Yeah. Are you not on the
Hey,
restream?
DeMarco. I'm kind of like I have a bunch of stuff open.
Okay.
Marco, how are you, buddy?
Well, Marco just says, "What's up?" So I'm okay with trading Drouin 100%. I'm okay with it. I think Drouin is a good supporting cast. I think we don't have a superstar that helps him. But if we're going to trade Drouin, I want to get something that is a need back. I want something that's going to be a home run trade, and that's it. I'm not trading Drouin just to trade Drouin. That's what I'm doing. But again, I'm open to it. I'm always open to trading players if it helps the team get better. I've always said that, and I will always say that. There's going to be players that might get traded, like a Carey Price, because obviously Carey Price is my favorite player. If Carey Price were to get traded, you best believe that we're getting a home run.
Is he a player or a
goalie, skater, sorry, fuck off. A team, a player, whatever, goalie, I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to be
If someone on the Habs, if someone
goalie,
someone on the Habs roster gets traded, I'm okay with it as long as it makes the team better. That's all. So if Drouin has to get traded for something that's a need, 100%. If it's a top puck moving D-man, 100%. Top center, 100%.
Fair enough, but I just want to say one thing. People complain all the time about, well, French Canadians complain we don't have enough French Canadians on the team, right? Every time you get one, you treat them like crap. All right, if this guy goes, forget it, man. You're not gonna get that French Canadian superstar that you want. No one's gonna want to come and play here, man. Guy's getting beaten up. And it pisses me off. It's like, what do people expect? That's
have anything. I think because he's French Canadian, he's gotten away with so much.
No, it's the opposite.
Anything, it's the opposite, man.
It's the opposite of that.
He's under a microscope.
It depends. It depends who you're listening to.
No, trust me. Like the French media are harder on him than the English media.
I don't think so, man. Who have you seen speak out about this from French media? Not many.
Lots of people.
I don't follow many French
I don't follow
media
very
people,
many.
but
I follow Mark.
So then, how do you know lots?
I follow Mark Dumas. That's about it.
What about Marc-Antoine Gauvin?
I follow him. I was about to say swallow him. Jesus fuck.
You swallow him? You fucking guy, man. Fuck.
Gibby, the swallower.
No, I could just tell, like, from some people that I know back in Montreal and in Quebec City, they talk shit about this guy, like, and they're French speaking, right? So more so than if I'm talking with like an English dude or whatever about it. So
You don't say, mate.
What was that? Is that Japanese?
You
or
said you're talking to an English dude.
Yeah,
you don't say, mate.
Say you're talking
That's
to an
Australian.
Englishman. No,
It's
an English.
Australian shit.
English.
Oh,
Yeah, mate is not.
oh.
Oi.
No.
Oi.
They say mate, don't they?
Oi. Listen
say
here.
mate in English.
We're going to go watch Chelsea FC play right now. And then
In
we're
the
gonna go
Super
back-
League.
We're going to go back to the pub, have a couple points.
Points.
right after we watch the guys on the pitch.
You guys all suck.
Yeah, whatever.
Bloody wanker.
My hair was a mess, so I had to put my hat back on.
Is that it? I don't even know.
You bloody wanker.
Yeah, fucking wank.
Piss off.
Australian, Wales, England, same
Wales,
shit, right?
Australian. It's Welsh, you fuck.
Walish.
Welsh.
Fucking whalers. They're all the same.
The nail and whalers.
All right, let's get into Gibby's pole dancing poll question of the week.
Now present Gibby's pole dancing poll question of the week.
Break it down.
Whenever I sing, it's because I'm trying to delay because my phone is laggy. So Gibby's poll of the week is Marc Bergevin a championship caliber GM, or does he need to be replaced for the Habs to achieve the next level? I fucked up with the wording was kind of weird, and someone actually brought it to my attention afterwards. And I'm reading it now, and it's just like, yeah, I shouldn't have put yes.
But listen,
or no.
did they make it public, or did they DM you?
No, they made
it was
it public.
Yeah.
Well, that's rude.
Well,
From now on, if you're a fan, don't point out our mistakes in public, okay?
No, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay being corrected. You can message me out loud. I don't.
Well, I'm not. So
the answer was
joking.
yes.
I delete it. I'll delete it and restart it if I had.
So the answers were yes, meaning yes, he is a championship caliber GM, or no, he is not. We got 78 votes. I don't know, Lewis. You took back to Twitter, and we didn't get very many votes here, but
Blame me. Eh?
yeah. So go Habs go. Love hockey _MTL says.
You also. When did you post it? Today?
No, I posted it Monday.
Wasn't it today?
No, it was Monday, bro.
Yesterday. No, it was yesterday.
No, it was Monday. Anyways, MB has improved, has become good GM. Unsure if he is very good. Personally, I would like Pierre Maguire to be GM and Damphus to be the president. Maguire knows what it takes to make an organization great, regardless what you may think of him personally, and that is what I want in a GM. Okay.
How come no other team hired him?
I don't know. Market manager Mike, friend of the show. Haven't heard from him. Hopefully he comes in here soon. He's probably watching the Jays spank the Red Sox.
Are they winning?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So market manager Mike says, no, he doesn't need to be replaced because it won't matter. We automatically start from a disadvantage because we don't hire the best available. We hire the best available French-speaking guy. As far as French-speaking GMs, who would you replace him with? No one that's better in my opinion. Mark Waters at MTL Waters says, oh, this is the guy that corrected me. He basically said, if I answer yes, doesn't mean I think he's a championship caliber GM or I think that he should be replaced. Poorly worded question.
Mark Waters.
Yeah. So
Way to go, Mark.
So Sam Paletta at Sam Boss Castro says he's made so many tremendous moves, got back in our history and look at some of the trades we've done. I think she meant to say go back in our history and look at some of the trades we've done. Roy, McDonough, then look at what Bergevin has done with Pacioretty, Weiss, Fleischman. She said Flemishman. The man's a genius. The players just can't motivate themselves. No heart.
Wow, the man's a genius.
Yeah. So Matthew
Wow.
at Matthew MTL. To become a championship caliber GM, you need to make trades for key pieces like top line, legit NHL superstar, and top pairing D. He's won his fair share of trades, but needs to make the bigger splash. But to his defense, he never had the pieces to make these trades. Now he does. And then, I believe Blaine said something here.
Yeah. Blaine's is good. Read Blaine's.
Yeah, I
Blaine's
really
is-
liked Blaine's.
smart guy.
So Blaine,
We love Blaine.
Blaine Potvin at Blaine Potvin _THW. He says, it's time Bergevin stops winning trades and focuses on getting the missing pieces like a puck-moving D-man and a star player, even if he overpays. Lose a trade to make a true winning team. Also, give my friends at Have a Listen a follow, so make sure you guys follow us, okay?
Yes, please.
And
Because I
that's-
have now taken over the account and Gibby accused me of losing followers, even though it was not true.
It was true. I'm looking at it right now. When I handed it over to you, we were at 2120. Okay? We are at 2118.
No.
That's
He-
2
he-
follower loss.
He's scrutinizing you like Joran has been scrutinized by Montreal.
The
It
good
wasn't
thing
at
is
2120, was it? No.
Yeah. So anyways, as I was saying, it doesn't really matter. It's good because I don't get the notifications from that. Like I still get the notifications if I check, but I don't get the notification on my phone. Like as
Maybe I got to start putting some selfies up there. Gain some
No,
followers.
no. What you got to start doing is hashtagging, like I told you, bro, and stop fucking having conversations. This guy's having. Hey, how's everybody?
Hashtag PETA.
How's your day? Hey, man.
Hashtag PETA. Hashtag anti-vaxxer. Hashtag.
No, but I will say it's definitely better that you're on there because you definitely are more like you. Take
What's wrong
more
with
light.
conversations?
No,
I like.
I'm busting your
His
balls
conver-
about that. I'm busting
His
your balls about
conversations
that.
are good.
No, but I think you taking over just like shows like what our podcast is. It's like more of like a light, friendly. I'm more of like a serious guy. Like nobody gives a fuck about me.
I like
give a
to.
fuck
I like
about
to
you.
like speak.
That sounds nice.
Thanks, Vin.
I like to like, hey,
Hey,
funny.
hey guys, I'm
Hey
funny.
guys.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Is there a parrot here? This guy's repeating what I'm saying.
What? Okay. Gibby? I mean, Vinny?
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
do you guys
Timmy?
think? What?
What do you want
Jim?
me to say?
Answer the fucking
What?
question, bro.
Oh, you want me to answer your
Do you
question?
think he's
I don't even know what that means. Like, you know,
Do you think he has what it takes to build a championship team?
he hasn't proved it. He's had how many years to do it? He hasn't done it.
Okay,
Right?
Maybe in
that's the answer.
France,
You're
not
saying
here.
No.
Pardon?
You're saying no. That's your answer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's my answer. Yeah.
I say maybe in France, not here.
Do you want me to go on about it? Or
Yeah,
you just wanna
elaborate,
hear a no?
man. Fuck.
Elaborate.
Do what
Okay,
you gotta
no,
say.
I'm-
Whatever the fuck you gotta say, bro.
I don't know. I'm getting interrupted all the time. What the fuck's going on? I'm kidding.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
I love these sounds. No, I listen. The guy had a long time to prove what this fucking championship team he could have put together a long time ago. Now the Italian's gonna come out because I'm getting nervous. You had how many years to go out and get a centerman? How many years did you have to go out and get a centerman? You didn't do it. All right. You got rid of key pieces. I still hate the Sergachev trade. Although I'll defend
Don't
Drouin.
talk about Drouin like that, okay? Gibby's
Okay.
gonna get hurt.
But I fucking hate that trade. I hate it. And this thing that he wins more trades, yes, he does. But at the end of the day, it's like Blaine said, we have nothing to show for it. He had a core. He fucking blew it. All right. I'm sorry. Now it's time. It's time that he takes, some accountability and says, look, it's on me. It's on me. Oh, fuck yeah, it is on you now. All right. I'm fucking tired of seeing mediocrity all the time.
He's patching up the boat. He's not fixing the boat.
But
He's
that's been
plugging. He's trying to plug all the holes.
Boys,
But that's been the Habs for,
it's
like-
my drywall analogy that I
Want to hear my analogy? No, this is my analogy. He's trying to plug the holes on a sinking boat, but the boat keeps sinking. Freaking Tom Hanks in Castaway with a volleyball and a freaking log is getting further than Mark Bergevin is with his boat.
Yeah,
Here's
and
my
it-
analogy.
going back to what market manager Mike, I think it was him who said it, about the French thing. Look, I'm so over this stuff, man. Like I talked about it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Hire the best person available. That's it. I don't want to hear about this anymore. It's ridiculous. All right.
Yes, and get an interpreter. Like if you can't find a French GM or a French coach, just somebody to tell you what he says. That's it. Ask the question in French. He'll say it to him, and then boom, ding ding ta. Done.
Bro, we need your Google helmet.
Yeah, that's
That's a good
gonna come.
idea.
I'm working on it.
That is a fucking good idea.
But
We should patent that right away.
Is that so? Is like what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's stupid. Mixing politics and sports is ridiculous.
You know,
I'm-
the other
I'm
day I
over it.
actually searched it up I looked for jobs. Like there are people out there, that are interpreters. So all they got to do, of
course,
is put a resume.
What you had to Google that? You didn't know that?
No, I wanted to see if there was any job postings for that. Interpreters wanted.
Yeah, no shit. They don't just
So
the guy
why
at
does the
UFC didn't
Montreal
just show up one day and there was
Hey, I'm like, hey, you speak Brazilian? Okay, pal.
hey, come in the ring real quick. It's not how it happened. They have to apply.
They're sick of people just saying, I love God and I like to fight you and
Fight you.
I like it to fight you and I like it to Jesus Christ you. And that's
This not my last fight, I don't think.
Anderson
guy's the
Silva.
best.
Number one.
So Lewis, you're saying he is not a championship caliber.
No, I don't think so because again, okay. I kind of got excited too, but we don't have a number one center, which was a issue when he got the job. And we still don't have a number one center. Are these two one of them gonna turn into? Maybe, but not yet. We still don't have a puck moving defenseman, number one, after we lost Markov.
Do we have one possibly in the cut?
Possibly, but we keep saying that. We keep saying possibly, and there's the prospects are there. And I feel like, we probably have some of the better prospects that we've had in a long time. But, if we fire him, those guys are not going to go away. Maybe it's time for a new vision. Maybe it's time for a new mind. I'm not saying the work he's done is bad. I do think he's done good work, but I just feel like there's just something that he's not doing right. And it could be what Blaine is talking about. Like, maybe he's too afraid to make a mistake. Maybe he's too afraid to pay too much. Sometimes you have to pay too much to get a good player.
To get what you want.
And I think sometimes he's maybe, he's playing it too safe.
Louis, let me ask you a
get
question.
it. He's playing the long game, but Montreal is an impatient city. And we are an impatient podcast, and this is an impatient fan base.
Hey, Marc Bergevin just came on. Terrible take, boys. My roster is elite.
Yeah, I don't listen to that. I already know.
That's the fake Marc Bergevin?
I already know who one of those people are. It's definitely one of my buddies trolling right now.
That's pretty good, though. I'll give it to
I like that.
So I'll say this. For me, it's either...
But Vinny wanted to ask me a question.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
Apologies.
Yeah, no, my eyelashes, they are real. If that's the question you're asking.
I fucking lost the
I knew
train
it
of
was
thought.
gonna happen.
Because you fucking guys.
No, it was
And
Marc
my-
Bergevin. It was Marc Bergevin.
My eyebrows, I microblade them. Just, yeah, okay.
They're perfect. What the fuck was I gonna ask? What were you saying? Go back to what you were saying.
I was talking shit about Bergevin.
Okay, Bergevin.
Pulling the trigger on a trade. On
No, yeah,
he's
I want to ask. Okay, so I want to ask you a very simple question. Do you think maybe it starts at the top, at the leadership? The fact that there's no president of hockey operations.
I think that could
yeah,
benefit the team. So I don't see it happening now. I do see it like when we finally, grow the balls, when Molson grows the balls to get rid of Bergevin, then
Yeah.
I do think that, yes, they should look into having all those things in order.
But do you think...
But right now, I think it would just cause a rift.
Now, do you think that Molson hasn't been hiring anybody because he thinks... Like
Because
he's
they're broke?
he's too hands-on. I feel like Molson is a little bit too
Well, he
hands-on.
is the guy pretty much right now, right?
That's what I
he's trying
mean.
to
I
be-
feel like he doesn't have a hockey mind. Like he needs to just fucking stick to the money and
just sell beer, bud. Go sell beer.
That's
just
it.
sell beer.
That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, going back to, I think and we've said this on the podcast many times. I honestly think that we need a president of hockey operations. Doesn't have to be French. The GM can answer all the fucking questions.
Yeah.
I think it'd be perfect.
But the thing is, like I said, what I was saying is that if you bring that guy in now, they're gonna just step on Bergevin's toes. It's almost like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just get rid of Bergevin.
No, but right now, what I'm saying is, I feel like Molson is stepping on Bergevin's toes. I feel like he's not allowing him to do what he fully can. But let me answer the question. I think Bergevin has the ability to be a championship caliber GM, to build a championship team. Fuck. But I think that I don't know if he has the balls for it. I don't know that he has the balls for it to pull it off. So
I
if he
disagree with
doesn't,
you.
if he hasn't pulled it off, you have to let him go, and you bring a guy in. Marc Bergevin is either a guy that's going to build you an absolute great nucleus, which he has built a very great nucleus right now, and he's not able to take you to that next level, or he needs to prove that he has to pull the trigger on a big trade. That's it.
You think he wants? You think he wants a mulligan on PLD? Because PLD, honestly, we all said it.
I did not say it. I said I would have liked it, but he would cost too much, and we're looking at it right now. He's playing fucking third line center in Winnipeg right now.
That's true.
He's not playing.
I don't
He's
know.
not playing that well.
I'll take him over Drouin, 100%.
You'll take fucking anybody over Drouin.
Yeah, I'll take Mike Blunden right now over Drouin.
Remember Mike Blunden? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about it too, man. Andrew Shaw was a good, remember when we had Andrew Shaw and Gallagher? Like, those are the two straws that stirred the drink, And I feel like we're missing one more of those guys, like a Zach Hyman type of player. You see what Zach Hyman does to that team.
I love Zach Hyman. I really do.
We're missing that guy.
Yeah.
Lekanen kind of could be that guy, but
fuck
it's
no.
like not really.
Dude, that I would talk about it later, but that fucking empty net.
I know.
Did you see me tweet it?
Yeah, man.
This guy's something else, man.
This guy couldn't hit it into the ocean, man.
Yeah.
Holy
No, he couldn't hit. He couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
Fuck.
Oh man.
All right. I think we're going a little long, so I think we'll save the around the league talk for next week. Right, Gibby?
I don't even remember what the all around the league talk was, to be honest.
We were just going to look at the other
that's fine.
divisions.
Yeah, and how we ranked it. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
we'll
cool.
wait another week. We'll probably get a clearer picture of what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm
so
good with
let's
that.
get into Vincenzo's Malon tweets of the week. Hold on. You ready?
Let's do it.
Hold on.
Minga, bro. Welcome to Vincenzo. What the fuck tweets of the week? Madonna, what the hell's going on, bro? Okay. The first one comes from Church of Mete. All right, he looks like Che Guevara, but it's Victor Mete's face, okay? And Church of Mete says Sens are 3-1-0 with a +7 goal differential since acquiring Mete. Habs are 2-3-0 with a -7 goal differential since waiving Mete. You see the problem, bro. All right, you see the problem. Mete, we need fucking Mete. Okay. So then there's the thing of Lehkonen missing the net, right? So Patrick Romano says they'd rather play him than Caulfield, and then that fucking peasant Manny, cold blue Manny from Terrebonne, he goes, it says something about Caulfield, doesn't it? They don't want him. They want to win. You tell me, bro. Tell me. Manny, stop being a bitch. You're always in fucking half stock. Shut your mouth. Go fucking the leash, fuck. You fucking idiot. All right, Matt. That guy, man, he's a fucking strunzo. Okay, Mathieu M from Montreal. Who are your top positive Habs follows? The ones that don't just go ballistic when things go wrong. Need some positivity on my timeline. Bro, there's no positivity on Habs timeline, bro. If you want that, just follow Veronica. That's it. Okay.
Choose a different team.
All right.
Choose a different sport.
Jeremy Foot made me laugh. Yeah, Molson needs to clean house. Just a sec. I'll message him on LinkedIn and see what he says. I'll get back to you.
He's already on LinkedIn, eh?
Yeah, apparently he didn't get back to me, bro. Darren Brown from Scabby is at Scabby Hab. He says, I'm hearing that the Leafs are looking at signing Mike Palmater. He's a UFA. Palmateer? I don't know if I could say his name.
Mike Palmateer.
As a bonus, he and Joe Thurton are good friends and they played together in junior. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because he hashtag Habs. Why? It's the Leafs tweet, you fucking bacala. All right, and here's the last for good luck, Habs fans and team tonight. I'm taking a sabbatical. This team gives me ulcers.
Oh, I like this segment, man.
Very good. That was Vincenzo's Madonna tweets of the weekend. Vinny, we need you to keep us updated on what the fuck is going on out there on Habs Twitter, because it's wild.
That guy Manny fucking he really trolls.
Yeah, he's
everybody.
a Leafs fan and he's always talking about Habs, man. There's, you know what,
Yeah.
and you know what, I'm sick and tired of. There's too many Habs follows as well that I've had
Rent free, baby.
I've
We're
had to-
living rent free.
I've had to, yeah,
rent free.
I've had to mute
Serb.
a bunch.
Government housing in his head. Woo.
Yeah, I've had to mute a bunch because, like, dude, like, you guys are fucking, like, why are you guys talking so much about the Leafs? Like, relax. Like, it's so pathetic. And then they get upset when Leafs go in their mentions. Like, what do you expect? You're mentioning the Leafs. As soon as they search the word Leafs, boom, you're done. They're gonna look at
You
your fucking
hashtag
Leafs forever or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
their
yeah,
hashtag is. Like, what do you expect? And it's like people hashtagging Habs and talking shit. Like, what do you expect? I got
Yeah, of
personally
course, yeah.
attacked. Like, fuck off. Don't fucking tweet negative shit about other teams. Then you'll get the dumbasses that are fucking in other people that are on Twitter that are going to attack you.
Gibby's the one personally attacking people.
I've never personally attacked anybody. Ever.
Morally attacking.
What?
I don't know. I
Religiously attacking.
I've never done anything.
Okay.
Well, he was called a Nazi.
All right, boys. Let's get into Let's Have Some Fun. Okay, boys. So this edition of Let's Have Some Fun is the Seattle Kraken edition of Let's Have Some Fun because the Habs suck. So Gibby, Vinny, and Louie have decided that we're going to be the first ones to create a Seattle Kraken podcast. So I feel like if we're going to do this,
So let me cut you off. So when I tweeted that, dude, I got attacked. I got fucking attacked.
did you hashtag the Kraken?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. So I fucking literally, I think I tweeted something like, I'm sick of this team or whatever. I'm becoming a Seattle fan or some shit. Somebody was like, bye, like boy, bye, like nobody, like we never fucking wanted you anyways. Like you're a pathetic fan.
Holy shit! Wow.
Shit like that. Yeah. So
well, those fans are
Beth
gonna.
says her girlfriend says you're cute. So apparently me and Vinny are fucking horrendous.
How could you say you're horrendous? Just because you weren't called cute doesn't mean
there's
you're horrendous.
sexy, hot, cute, average,
yeah, cute
horrendous.
Is
We didn't make the cut.
okay.
It's okay. Vinny, I think
right under.
I think
right under cute is horrendous.
Yeah,
That's
there's 0 to 100.
okay. So
release. So yeah, podcast. So yeah, continue. Sorry,
So you got shit.
I got in shit, but yeah.
So I feel like if we are gonna make the move eventually, so
Yeah, it's a confirmed thing.
we're doing it because this team is too stressful.
Yeah, start fresh.
I don't
It's the
have
best.
any gray hairs yet, but they're coming. So
Yeah.
because of this team.
If it
So
wasn't
Seattle-
if it wasn't for Manscaped, I'd have a lot of gray hair.
Seattle Kraken edition. So let's start with some names. You guys, let's brainstorm some names here. What would the name of our podcast be?
So I already had one. Sit, crack, and relax.
Ooh, it's a good one.
That's one I got. Vinny, you got any?
Nah, nothing, man. Snap, crackle, pop. I don't know.
Snap, crack, and pop.
Crack and pop. Yeah.
That sounds.
Hey, you know what?
That sounds like a bad Friday night.
Bro.
Snap, crack, and pop.
Bro, honestly, I find the name itself is so stupid. That's just me.
Yeah.
I just
But it's
I
a,
got
another
mythical.
one.
It's a mythical. It's a
another
mythical
one.
beast.
Got another one. Seattle's best, the Kraken.
Ooh, because of the coffee.
Yes, and the team.
All right. So I sent this one to you guys. Crack and Brews with Gibby, Vinny, and Lou.
And I love that one.
That one's
That's
really
awesome.
good. That one's really
Yeah.
good.
Okay. This one I tried to keep the French vibe. Seat le pod, which is Seattle pod.
That's terrible, dude. That's fucking horrendous.
It sounded better before. Seat le pod. See you at the pod.
Couple
You know?
Joe, cup of Joes. That's all I got.
Cracking up with the boys. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Crack
That's
kills.
working on it. But
What about crack kills?
I feel like I feel like if we're going to do this, we need to learn more about Seattle. So I have some Seattle facts here.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So the nickname, obviously, of Seattle is the Emerald City. Another fact: Starbucks was born in Seattle in 1971. Did you know that?
Okay, hold on.
I did.
I got a new podcast. The Hidden Gems. Because Emerald City.
Ooh. Okay. So Starbucks, 1971, was born there. Seattle was the first American city to elect a female mayor.
Progressive City. I love it already.
So this is where we might not fit in, but it's okay. Seattle is ranked the most literate city in the country.
I fit in.
USA.
You don't fit in.
So this
Lewis doesn't fit in very well.
okay, what do they call people from Seattle?
Seattleans.
Shit.
I don't know, bro. Say it.
Vinny?
Mariners?
Seattleites.
What the fuck was that?
That's their name. They call
That's terrible.
them Seattleites.
That's
like,
terrible.
you know, like Torontonians, Seattleites.
Sounds like a
What do they
light,
call
it sounds like a light
Montrealers?
beer.
You guys are Montrealers?
Yeah, Montreal.
Quebecois?
Torontonians.
So the famous medical show Grey's Anatomy was shot in Seattle.
Perfect. Love the show.
Nirvana, you know the famous band Nirvana, based out of Seattle.
If you don't know that band, you're an idiot. But yes.
Evergreen Point floating bridge, also known as the 520 Bridge, is the world's longest floating bridge located in Seattle.
Perfect.
And
Nice.
If Seattle
To end-
struggles, that's exactly where I'm going. I'm jumping right off that.
and to end here, I mean, January, February, March. I mean, let's say December, January, February. You're looking at lows of like 3, highs of 9.
That's perfect.
So your average is about highs of 16 and lows of 8
That's perfect.
in the city of Seattle.
So are we moving there if we make a podcast there?
I mean,
It's only right.
I was always taught not to go 1 foot in, boys. If you go, you gotta
Guns ablazing.
you know belly flop
Belly
right
flop
into
right
it.
in.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And instead
So,
of our
what do you
deep
guys
dive,
think?
instead of our deep dive topic, we can do belly flopping. Belly flops out. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just give her.
Anyway, so what do you guys think? So it's good, like it's good
I
to get to know
Booked
the
my
city.
flight already. Seattle.
Yeah, we can't come back, or else we're gonna have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
No.
And the
We're not
only
coming
thing
back.
is that
One-way
you
flight.
know by that time we're probably not gonna we're not gonna get away from the Carey Price stuff because Carey Price will be selected by Seattle in the.
I'll make
expansion
it
draft.
happen. I'll make it happen. I'll talk to Mark Bergevin. We need.
No, he's gonna be there. I'm saying so.
Yeah, I know. So we need podcast material. So that's why we're moving. We're going where Carey
Yeah.
Price goes.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, that was.
Have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Cool, boys. I had
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Cool, boys.
I
Okay,
had.
boys.
I
I'm
had.
done, boys.
I had some fun.
So
Did
did
you
I.
guys have fun?
I had fun.
Yeah.
So we'll be working this week on a logo for our Seattle podcast. No, but for real, guys. Like,
Sponsored by Starbucks.
I don't know what's going on with this team. I really hope that we smarten the fuck up
Yeah.
down the stretch here. We've
You guys-
completely lost our identity.
You guys watching the game?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm
Honestly,
about to go get a Starbucks coffee, which was born in Seattle. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna watch.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was 50 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, man. Thank you for bringing that trivia.
It's what I did. It's not trivia. It's just facts.
Look at that. I made you bigger, Lewis.
Ooh, thank
That's what
you.
she said.
You got me excited.
All right, boys.
All right, man.
Look at that sexy Vinny. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, boys. Let's do it.
What are you doing? Fucking auctioning us off? Hey, and here's a close up of Lewis, and here's a close up of Vinny.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right, boys.
So that's all we got. Yeah, boys. Like I said, hopefully by this time next week, we will have a lot more positive things to speak about. I'm really hoping for that. But
And
until then, I love you guys.
Be sure to follow Dean Blundell Network at Dean Blundell .net. Lots of great podcast content, lots of great article content, just lots of overall content there. That's where you can find our podcast as well. And you can also find us on Spotify, Twitch, Apple Podcasts. We're going to be on iHeartRadio starting tomorrow. Just follow us anywhere. You can pretty much find us anywhere right now. We're out there.
And fmseattle.ca.
Yes. We're going to be on FM Seattle 105. Be sure to fucking tune in. All right, boys. It's been real. Always a slice of
All right.
you too.
See ya later.